So these are tree ferns. Oh, this is a cockatoo enclosure that we're going into. It's like the butterfly enclosure at the zoo, Melbourne Zoo. Oh, there's a big giant cockatoo up there, but you can hardly see him.
Right, there's another little.
Hello, Cocky.
He's beautiful.
Let's see if we can get closer.
Oh, hello, Cocky. Hello, Cocky. Hello, Cocky. Hello. Hello, Cocky.
Oh, there's a big one here, Paul. Oh, and there's a big one there. They're black. So
With the yellow.
there's one there on the
flags.
twig there. There's one on the branch there.
Red feathers underneath.
They've got red feathers under the tail. They're gorgeous. One eating there. There's one up high in the thing there.
A thing that would be called a tree.
Yeah. No, it's not a tree. It's standing on the metal bar.
Oh, a bar. You couldn't remember the word bar.
Look at the red feathers. Hello, Cocky.
Oh, exquisite.
Quite beautiful, aren't you?
Oh, look.
Just see
Oh,
'em.
look.
What's that? They're little ducks.
I didn't
You
even
can
see
hardly
them
even
there.
see them, and they're so still. I guess.
Look at it, he's looking at us.
Well, that's how they. I guess they camouflage themselves
Blend
to look
into
like
the
a piece
bar.
of wood. Wow.
Amazing. I was just sitting there with him in the middle.
Well, let's go further, deeper.
Let's go deeper into your crevice.
All right, keep it clean,
Let's
folks.
go deeper in your crevice. Hello.
What are we looking at?
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, Cocky.
He's looking at
Don't
us.
shit on me.
He's looking at us.
Hello, Cocky. You want to come down and say hello? Hello, Cocky. No. It's these are beautiful, aren't they?
They tree.
We should take one home.
Yeah.
That one would be nice. We'll take that one home. Strap it to the top of the car. We'll be right. Well, thank you, Cocky. That was nice. See ya. Huge. I am over 250 years old. Wow. It's over 250 metres tall by the look of it. Wow, this is a place really worthwhile visiting, isn't it? I am over 70 years old. I am 200 years old. My God, that's as old as... That's like Captain Cook. Wow, and it survived bushfires and everything. Wow, this is the lyrebird pen. Lyrebirds are Australia's version of a peacock. Not as pretty, but they have this plumage and they're very shy creatures. And they're ground dwellers. Oh, little partridge.
Oh, feathers.
Hello.
Look at the colours.
I know, it's gorgeous. Oh, there's one over here too. There's birds up here. Hello, birds. Oh, look at them. Wow. Look how gorgeous they are. Hello, little sweethearts. I do love birds. No, it's alright, I'm not hurting you. I'll be right. Some more here. Such beautiful birds. Anyway, as I was saying, lyrebirds are ground dwellers, and they're quite exotic. They've got this plumage. Oh, look, there's a lyrebird.
Is it? Oh, that looks like a Papua New Guinea bird.
Well, I was going to say, I thought lyrebirds was running through the
That's
trees.
what I was looking at before, climbing up in the tree like that.
I thought lyrebirds were on the ground. Look at that one with the green. Yeah, it does smell gorgeous in here, doesn't it? Mulchy.
Earthy.
There's a couple of keepers going to... Oh, that's why all the birds are heading over this way, because the keepers are trying to catch them. So, yeah, it's alright. You can be in shot. Say hi to Facebook.
I think I just got they know that you're after them, don't they?
They're all heading to that same corner. Alright, shall we go out? Alright, well, let's go through then. look, I love these babbling brooks, and that's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look, birds flying through. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, isn't it? Just goes round, doesn't it?
This area. Oh, because they take the birds.
Because all the birds are over in that corner.
I was thinking, oh, this area, and there's no birds to be seen.
Gorgeous. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Isn't it?
In it though. Okay, Steve TV. We're here with 100 odd feral school kids in an amphitheatre, and we're about to see a show with eagles. So,
in minutes' time, you will discover some wonderfully unique, free-flying Australian birds. As they fly in and around the flight arena, you may experience close encounters with these beautiful birds. Please remain seated during the show. For your own safety, do not reach out and try and touch the birds or stand up while the birds are flying. Thank you.
As he flies over your heads, have a look at that yellow underwing plumage. Doing a great job. Beautiful. But of course, it's a yellow crest what gives this bird its name. This is Quasi, a sulphur-crested cockatoo.
beautiful.
And sulphur-crested cockatoos are a bird which have learned to adapt to living alongside people. You'll see these birds in large, noisy flocks, a very social bird. You'll see them all around the Australian bush, all around Healsville. You'll see them around golf courses, parks, and even busy city streets.
You see that beautiful crest there on top of her head? This is one of the most dazzling pieces of the rainbow, a really beautiful bird. These birds also, when they're nesting, are looking for really large, really old trees. So these trees can take 150 or 200 years before they're big enough to have the hollows that these birds are looking for to nest inside. So they are reliant on very old trees. As deforestation continues to occur though, and we lose our old growth forests, it means we're actually losing the habitat of major Mitchell cockatoos like Miff. Thanks for coming, Miff.
Thanks. So timber here, low enough, timber here belongs to the hawk owl family. And as you can see, they do have very hawk-like features. Now, what are the amazing adaptations which have helped owls thrive in total darkness? Like you, these birds here do have two forward-facing eyes.
Straight over my head.
But they have given away their colour vision. They do see in black and white. Even though they see in black and white,
That was amazing.
these birds can see 35 times better than you and I. Now, lopsided ears give these birds incredible hearing. They can catch and kill their prey even in complete darkness just by listening,
Hit the
just
camera.
by using that hearing.
She hit the
Now,
camera with her
can
wing.
you hear an owl flying over your heads? I don't think so. Okay, they have frayed flight feathers for very silent flight. Those frayed flight feathers disrupt the airstream and you cannot hear an owl flapping its wings. Now, the other adaptation I wanted to tell you about was, believe it or not, these birds can actually turn their heads in either direction in an arc of 270 degrees. So watch out if you're a little field mouse and you're sitting behind an owl. Now, a pair of barn owls could catch and kill anywhere up to 2,000 mice a year. So they do a great job in getting rid of those rodents for us. But
amazing how they've
unfortunately,
trained them to
barking
do
owls
that.
still need a little protection of their own.
If you wait for him to land, you'll see the beautiful red barring in his tail. It's a gorgeous bird. Quite a short crest for a large cockatoo and a really big, powerful beak. Now these birds are specialist feeders, so these beaks are used for feeding from just a couple of types of tree. And as those trees disappear, it does mean these birds find it very hard in the wild. Here he goes again, beautiful. And you hear that call? It's a fairly loud, harsh, shrieking call. It travels a really long way, so it's how these birds can warn each other of danger. It's also how they call their mate. And this is Pinjari's mate. This is the female red-tailed black cockatoo, and her name's Karak. And you see she looks a little bit different to Pinjari, especially as she comes into land. She's got this yellow mixed into the red of her tail. So the yellow spots across her face and her shoulders make her a little bit different to Pinjari. Oh, a big dragonfly. No? Don't worry, Karak, you'll be right. There we go. So again, you can see this really slow, strong cruising flying style. In the wild, these birds embark on really long flights over pretty hot, dry country a lot of the time. Northern Australia and mainland northern parts of Australia. They're found in good numbers, but here in Victoria we've got an isolated population of only about 1,000 birds. If you did want to see the southeastern population, you need to go west of the Grampians and over towards the South Australian border. Okay, now these birds are also quite reliant on bull oak trees and river red gums for their feeding and for their nesting as well. Now around Melbourne and around this part of Victoria, you may get to see large black cockatoos. They're yellow-tailed black cockatoos. They're doing a lot better than these red-tailed black cockatoos we've got here. Okay, now our local Wurundjeri people, the local indigenous people in this area, tell us that when the yellow-tailed black cockatoos fly over, it's a sign that the rains are coming.
Buzzard. Bit of a mouthful, but we think this bird is a standout raptor adapter. Now, as I said, it's on the ground that their amazing adaptive skills come into play. These birds are known as nest robbers. So they rob the nests of other birds of eggs and chicks, eat the both of those. And I just happen to have a plaster cast of an emu egg here. It's the same shape and size, just as strong. If you've ever tried to get into one of these eggs, you'll realise you nearly need a hammer. The black-breasted buzzards have learnt how to get into these eggs, and Beatrice is keen to show you, but she needs a little bit of help. I'm going to give her a plain old simple rock. Picks up the rock, lines up the egg, here we go. Nice try. This time, ready? Oh, she's into that egg. Give her a big round of applause. Well done.
Amazing.
Alright, so she picked up a rock, used it as a tool. A lot of people think that this is just a trick, what we've taught our black-breasted buzzard. It's not a trick. All we needed to do was put an egg and a rock in front of a black-breasted buzzard. They know how to do the rest. It's instinct, or a natural adaptive skill. There's only one other bird in the world that shows that same type of behaviour. That's my finger. And that would be the Egyptian vulture, and you'd have to go all the way to Africa to see that bird. Very lucky to have the black-breasted buzzard.
Oh my goodness.
Watch the Ibis go.
Jeez, Ibis is
Well done. Alright, this is Jess, our wedge-tailed eagle. Now their plumage varies from light brown to black as they age. Anybody want to have a guess how old this bird is? Yell it out. They're 6 years, 10. This bird is actually 40 years old. The eldest animal here at the sanctuary. Now, wedge-tailed eagles are master adapters. They have excellent vision. A wedge-tailed eagle could spot a moving rabbit. They have excellent vision. Well done. A wedge-tailed eagle could spot a moving rabbit from over 1 kilometre away. No problem at all.
Legs.
Rabbits make up about 80% of their diet, but they'll also feed on, also feed on reptiles, birds, and mammals up to the size of a wallaby. No problem at all. These birds will also feed on carrion. And carrion, of course, are dead animals. So they do a great job in cleaning up those dead animals for us. Now, when you're going to need to sit down, it's very important to stay in your seats. Thank you. Now, when Jess takes off again, have a look at those. When he takes off, have a look at those broad, upswept wings. Their sheer size and power is an impressive sight. Now, let's see if we can get Jess a bit lower again. When he's down on the ground, check out those big, broad shoulders. Of course, that curved beak we talked about that raptors all have. And those massive talons. Beautiful sight. Now, female wedge-tailed eagles are about 1/3 larger than their male counterparts, and they're very territorial, so about 1/3 larger than Jess here. Luckily for the males, they share their territory with a lifelong mate. Now, wedge-tailed eagles are protected, and because of that reason we have a good-sized population of wedge-tailed eagles. They're doing quite well. Don't forget the duck. Beautiful. Now, sometimes in the skies above us, wild wedge-tailed eagles, who also consider this to be their territory, fly into Jess's airspace. Now, as I was saying before, they are very territorial and they will defend their territory. But keep your eyes open, you might see those wild ones flying around. Give Jess a big round of applause, he's done a great job.